everyone! I hope you've been doing okay. I hope you had a restful and maybe even a little bit creative spring break, and I'm really glad to be back with you. Kind of stinks that I don't get to see you at school and greet you in the morning, but I did want to connect with you a little bit more, so I decided to try creating some video lessons, and this week we're going to start with writing. If it goes well, we'll do some more in some other subjects, but for now we'll see how this goes. So I have learned how to set my computer up so that you can see a video with me here in the corner and with my computer screen, and you can see what I do on my screen. So that's how I'm going to try and teach you, and you can let me know what you think, if it was helpful, if you think it worked for you. So I'm going to try and present the slideshow, and I think it'll keep recording while I do that. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. I'll get started and then we'll see if it works. We're starting a brand new unit on writing fiction. You guys, you know how much I love fiction stories. I actually finished 2 books already since we've been home from school this week and last, and I started another one. So I thought it would be really neat and fun for you guys to learn how to write fiction. All right, so first of all, let me see. Oh, it is still recording. Good. Let me get back to the slideshow here. Okay. You can probably hear my voice but not see me, and that's okay. But I'm going to walk you through a little bit of this lesson. So here's a few things you'll need today. The first is either a notebook and pencil, or there's a fiction writing document on the Google Classroom, okay? So if you want to get to that, you would go to the Google Classroom. It's posted just a few posts down, and when you click on it, you'll have your own copy. It'll look like this. So if you'd like to use that instead of a notebook and pencil, that's totally fine. All right, let's get back to the slideshow. Oh, hold on. It bumped ahead of me here. Oh, now you're seeing all my lesson. You're seeing my super secret plans, you guys. Okay, so materials that you'll need. You also need a place where you can hear this video lesson, and you need your imagination because we're going to start writing fiction, all right? You can pause this video at any time if you need to write something down, if you need to go back and repeat something that I said, or just if you need to get some materials, all right? Cool, moving on. Let's just start by talking about what fiction is. Fiction is made up. You know it's not a true story that happened in real life. It's something that an author made up out of their imagination, okay? That being said, fiction is also believable. So yes, it can have magic like Harry Potter. It can have dragons like Wings of Fire. It could have talking animals, but it would still be written in a way that is believable to the reader. Even though you know it doesn't happen in real life, when you're in the book, it makes sense, okay? And finally, fiction is a full story. It has a beginning, middle, and end. It has characters and a problem that they have to solve. So we're gonna work step by step to learn how to do that. There are also a few things we need to know that fiction is not. Fiction is not actually true. You guys know this. Even if it's realistic, like it could happen in real life, it didn't actually happen to someone in the real world. All right? Fiction is not a bunch of random stuff all thrown together. You can be creative, you can be silly, you can have fun, but we want to make sure the story is believable. It has to make sense even when it is a little bit silly with some crazy event or characters, okay? And finally, fiction is not easy to write. You guys, we know that writing's not easy, and so I'm going to work with you step by step to make sure that we start to get comfortable with what fiction really is and how to write a full fiction story, okay? So it's going to be really important that you keep up each day and make sure you do your best to do the assignment so that the next day when we move forward, you already have a foundation to start from, all right? So here's what I want to teach you today. Writers get ideas for fiction stories by doing a couple of different things. One, they look at real life around them. So you guys, my example for this is Charlotte's Web. All right, that's a book and a movie now that is very famous, and the author of Charlotte's Web actually got the idea to write it by sitting in a barn, looking around. He saw a spider web and just kind of started thinking about a spider web in a barn, and I don't really know how he did it because it's a genius story, but he ended up writing Charlotte's Web just from sitting in a barn looking around, noticing a spider spinning a web. Oops. There we go. Another way that writers get ideas for fiction stories is by thinking about stories they wish existed in the world. So you could think about a story that maybe a story about a kid like you, or a story that would just be really cool if someone wrote it. We're going to dive a little bit more into that in a second here, okay? All right, so you can come back to this slide if you need to. I'll post this presentation. I haven't done it quite yet, but by the time you see this, I will post the presentation if you want to take a look. Okay, so I'm going to go to my fiction writing page, and I'm going to go to my first section about brainstorming. I tried to set this page up for you so that you can use it as a guide for each lesson that we do. You might use parts of it, you might not use some parts of it, and that's okay. The first page is all about planning, and the second page is all about writing. It just gives you space to write your story. Please use this document to write your story because I can see it in the Google Classroom. I can give you comments and feedback, and I have them all in one place. Okay? Thank you. So with brainstorming, I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to be careful where I put my mouse because I did add some lines in here to space it out for you. I'd like to do some bullets here, and I'm going to start by looking at what's around me. And I don't know if I can show you guys, but I'm going to try to. You already know what I'm going to show you, right? Do you see him? You see Sydney? There he is. Sydney, say hi. No, he's tired. He was running around today. So, of course, as you can expect from me, one thing that I see when I look around that I think would be cool to write about is Sydney. So I'm going to type that in, and I'll make my writing in red so you can see it a little better. Now I'm going to take this one step further and say, I could write a story about Sydney. What might that story be about? Well, I know that he loves to run, play, chase, have fun, explore. So I might make up a story about Sydney called Sydney the Adventure Dog. That would be pretty fun. And here's the cool thing. I could make it realistic, where he's really just a dog running around, or I could make it fantasy, where maybe he talks to the other animals, or I don't know, has some special dog powers or something. The really cool thing is you get to choose. Am I going to write a realistic story, or am I going to write a fantasy story? And right now in your brainstorming, you don't have to pick. You just have to know that you have the option, okay? Well, let's see. What else do I notice when I look around me? Oh, so it's dark outside my windows right now, but normally when I look outside the window, I can see all the trees in my yard. And earlier today I thought about this, and I don't really know how the idea came to mind, but I thought it'd be neat to write a story about one lonely little tree sitting up on the hill, because some of the hills are kind of bare and you don't see that many trees. So this might be a neat story to write. I could call it The Lonely Little Tree. That'd be kind of cute. So remember, those are ways that I can brainstorm by looking, what did we say it is? Looking at real life around me. The other example that we could do is, or of brainstorming, is thinking about stories I wish existed in the world. All right. Sometimes we think about ourselves. We think about the situations that we're in, that we're dealing with, that, you know, it might be nice to have a story with a character dealing with the same stuff that we could relate to. So I'm thinking sometimes about, you know, my life and things that have happened in my life. And let's see, it might be really nice to read a story that I could relate to about a kid who feels left out. Maybe you think of something else. Maybe you think about writing a story about a kid who has to move, or about a kid who, I don't know, can't leave their house for 2 weeks because of um, coronavirus. Word escaped my mind for a second. Maybe you think about writing a story about a kid who, I don't know, who argues with their friend. Something that you might be dealing with that you would like to write a story about so that there's some characters that kids can relate to. Does that make sense? I hope so. Sometimes we just wish that some really cool, awesome story existed, like a story about a kid with superpowers. That would be awesome. Maybe the kid gets a different superpower every day and has to figure out how it works. Maybe the superpowers come and go. Maybe the kid has to decide whether to use their powers for good or evil. Could be anything. Could be really fun. Hold on. So these are my ideas. What I would like all of you to do today is try to brainstorm three ideas on this document or on your notebook paper. If you do that, just put a picture, take a picture of it and put it in this document so that I can see what you've done so I can comment on your work, okay? If you'd like to start writing, you're welcome to. But today I would really like you, actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's try to brainstorm 3 ideas and then let's try to start writing about one of them. You don't have to write a full story. Maybe just take 15 minutes to write about it, okay? I might start to write, which one do you guys want me to write about? Normally, I'd let the class decide. Should we do Sydney the Adventure Dog? That would be fun, right? So I might start to write about Sydney the Adventure Dog. I won't show you the whole thing, but I'm going to move down to my second page and start to write. Once there was an awesome dog named Sydney. He loved to run, play, fetch, chase, and explore. His favorite place to explore was a trail called, and I don't really know what it's going to be called yet. And then I might just keep writing for about another 14 minutes. So you can rewatch this lesson if you want to. You can, you should start brainstorming 3 ideas on this top page here. And then take 15 minutes to pick one idea and start to write about it, okay? If you need to look back at the slideshow or if you need to look back at the assignment, you can look back at those 2 things from the Google Classroom. And I can't wait to see what you write. Have fun, writers. Bye.